All right, guys, got another big, incredible package from Heritage. I say that because this is all Incredible Hulk books. So stick around and we'll see what we got. All right, guys, so there's a bunch of books in here. I'll just kind of show you some of the stacks. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to go through the keys. It starts with around issue 200 and goes to like 345-ish. So I pulled out some of the more prominent keys, some of them not so prominent, some of them just interesting books. So we'll go through those. I'll go through one at a time, kind of tell you what each one is. But don't forget, before we get into that, like, subscribe, leave a comment below, enter for a chance to win Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8, CGC 8.5 white pages. We will be giving this away when we get to 1,000 subscribers. So every video you comment on is one entry, so the more you comment, the more chances you get. So gave away a 500 subscriber book. Now we're going for 1,000, so pretty good book. Hopefully we'll see some of this story in the next movie. So we'll go ahead and get into it. The first book up, again, nothing too fancy. This is Incredible Hulk 200. This is just a milestone issue. These all need the bags replaced too, so you see some ripples. That's not the book, that's just the bag. These all have pretty old bags. The next book up, 212. This is the first appearance of the Constrictor. So again, minor key. You can see the Constrictor there on the cover. These are all probably, they probably are like in the 6570 range. If there's anything that jumps out, it's like really high or really low, I'll let you guys know. The next book up, 213. This is the first appearance of Jack of Hearts in a standard comic book. He was in the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, I think, a couple times. That was a bigger magazine size book, so this is his first appearance in a regular comic book. Again, probably a 6570 range. And then 214. This is the first cover of Jack of Hearts in a standard comic book. Number 234. This is the first appearance of Quasar. This is actually a pretty solid key here. Probably a higher grade too. This is probably in the 7.5-ish range. So yeah, first appearance of Quasar. Kind of a, I mean, he's kind of a goofy character in my opinion, but it is his first appearance. He is a pretty prominent character in comic books. I would think that someday he will show up in the MCU, but who knows. All right, next up, 245. This is the first appearance of the Superman droid. Again, minor key first appearance. Next one we got is 256. This is the first full appearance of Sabra, who's an Israeli mutant with enhanced strength. What makes this a bigger key is that character was confirmed to be in the Brave New World. So I would imagine when Captain America comes out, Brave New World comes out, this book should go up a little bit. So hopefully, you know, I honestly don't care about the character, but it'd be nice if it was worth a little more. Next book, 258. This is the first full team appearance of the Soviet super soldiers. That's Ursa Major, Vanguard, I think Crimson Dynamo's in it, maybe Dark Star. So first appearance of Soviet super soldiers, first team appearance. All the characters had premiered before. This is a pretty big one here, 271. This is the second appearance of Rocket Raccoon. And the reason this is the second, and it's the first in a regular comic book. It's also the first appearance of a few other like minor characters, but first time he's called Rocket Raccoon is in this book. His first appearance was in Satana, I think number 8, and they called him Rocky Raccoon. So in this, he was Rocket for the first time. So pretty good key there. Pretty solid grade. I'd say this is probably in the 8.5-9 range, maybe even a little higher. This bag is very trash though. Definitely needs a new bag and board. Next up, we have issue 272. This is the third appearance of Rocket Raccoon. So minor key, but still this is a $30-$40 book probably. So, and again, solid grade, probably 9.0 on that. The next book we got is 292. What's interesting about this is between 292 and 300 in the corner here, you see he's like pouring a little mixture of like some acid or some kind of science experiment there. So from 292 to 300, if you took them and you flipped them, it would make like a picture book, and it would be him. He starts to pour it, he drops it, it breaks on the ground, he rips his shirt off, he like hawks out. So that starts at 292, ends at 300. So I do have 300, so you can kind of compare. 300 is also a cool early black suit Spider-Man, and it's also an anniversary issue, so giant size or whatever they called them, but it was an anniversary issue. So yeah, 292 to 300, and I think all the books from 292 to 300 were in that lot. This next one's probably the biggest book in the lot, and looking at it, it's probably maybe 6.0 range. Might be a 6.5. It's probably right there with the 281, the first Rocket, as far as value. But this is a pretty iconic cover, Todd McFarlane cover. A lot of people think he did this cover and then all the rest of the covers. He did this cover in 340, and then I think he just did interior art for a few issues, or maybe it was earlier. 332 was his first, one of his first cover, or I think, or he was doing the interior artwork at 333. He started at 330. He did his interior work up until 340, but this was actually his first cover on the Incredible Hulk, and then he had a nice run of cool covers from 340 to I don't know, like 350, 355, something like that. So the next one is another cool Todd McFarlane cover, 344, just an iconic cover. This is like an homage to Spider-Man, which, you know, has been beat to crap and back. Everyone's done that cover now, but this was kind of his thing. So yeah, again, this is a little bit nicer than the other ones. This is probably in the 9092 range. It's hard to tell with this bag because this bag is just trashed. Next up, another cool McFarlane cover, 345. This is just, again, it's just a cool cover. You know, I think McFarlane Toys just put out a toy that I think is like this cover, and this one's really sharp too, except for a little tear in the bottom corner, which might even just be a bindery tear. This is really solid, probably 92, 94 range. And then the last one up, a lot of people probably don't know the key of this. This is Incredible Hulk 347. This is actually the first appearance of the Hulk Joe Fix-It version. He's been in several books, but the Joe Fix-It, this is the first time he ever appeared. It's also, I think it's like the first appearance of Rick Jones' wife or something. Nothing major. And again, this one's probably 7.0-ish. So again, pretty good lot of Incredible Hulk books. Almost said Spider-Man. Definitely not Spider-Man. I'm singing McFarlane and it got me off topic. The big books in this are definitely probably these three right here. You got the 271. Again, that's the second Rocket Raccoon. The first time he's called Rocky. I think it's his first cover too. I don't think he was on the cover of Satana 8. And then the McFarlane 340 cover, iconic cover. They kind of paid a little homage to it in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. And then 345, again, just another cool McFarlane kind of iconic cover that's pretty familiar. And yeah, check out his website. I'm pretty sure that they just made a toy out of this. So that's all I got for now, guys. CGC is going as slow as a snail. I think when I submitted my vintage books, the wait time was like 30 days, or maybe it was 40, but now it's 115 for vintage. So I don't know when they're going to come back. I'm hoping, you know, sometime in 2025. I'm pretty sure 2024 is off the table. I do have some modern stuff that's a little bit quicker turnaround. But again, thanks for stopping in. Again, don't miss your chance. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Have a chance to win this Superhero Secret Wars number 8. They are making a movie, if you haven't heard, so pretty valuable book. Now it's just going to go up. So thanks again for watching, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. See ya.